This has always been Torria. Bossy. Bossy, but I don't think it's so much bossy. I think it's just the older sister syndrome. I call her my sister mom because there is an age gap, and I'm the youngest. Same way she's treated me, she does that same thing for her daughters. Just an amazing mom, very hands-on, and wants the best for them. I can't begin to tell you, how amazing she is. That night, after we left my mom's house, she said that she wasn't feeling well, and I said, well, I figured that much. She called me back 15 minutes later and explained to me that she felt like she was having a stroke. I continued to speak with her, and I told her, I said, well, let's just call 911. But her voice seemed to fade, and the words tend to kind of just all go together, and then it was a little slurring, and there wasn't anything else from that point. As they were telling us that, she's in a coma now, I'm thinking, what am I going to do? How am I going to tell these girls that their mom is not going to make it?
I don't have memory of that time. I do remember some night was I began to get my memory back, laying in bed, and I would be so afraid, just so afraid, because I just would have all these thoughts. Just, you think of everything. You think of all the things you've ever said or done in life. I have some pictures my daughters took when they came to see me the first time. I was still in a coma. Those pictures bring me back to reality. I think about it. I've gone from a coma to not walking to the big walker, a Hemi walker, and sometimes at home I don't use that. Through my recovery process, I have a great support system. My family has been so good to me. Tasha, everybody knows my little sister. She was my baby. This is my first baby, and I've always took good care of her. And the fact that she's taking care of me now, she takes good care of me.
As a caregiver, it has been quite challenging. I almost feel like I had to grow up quickly overnight and just become more responsible for things that I couldn't imagine being responsible for. We've come far. This has been a long journey. And when people ask, how did you make it? What did you do to get through it? And I think the reward for me in getting to this point was watching her improvement and her growth.
I think you need to know the signs. My sister said when I called her, I told her, I don't remember, but she said, I said, Tasha, I think I'm having a stroke. And even at that state of mind where I was then, I knew, because I had been aware. I would say get it into your heart, your spirit, and your soul to learn these symptoms. Even if it's not affecting you right now, you don't know. I urge everyone, if at all possible, to give to the American Heart Association. And I want people to know so they don't have to go through what I've gone through, so that their families don't have to go through what my family's gone through. This has not been easy. It's been challenging, to say the least.
I like to think of her as a fighter. She's very strong. The only thing different about her is that she's just a little bit slower. As far as her character, she is still the same wonderful Torria. I'm hoping that my sister's story has inspired someone to make sure that they're taking care of themselves.
Life is so precious, and in a minute, it could be gone. But if you know your signs and symptoms, you can save not only your life, but someone else around you.